골짜기에 스쳐 가네. But I 네 생각으로 힘이 나네. 방금 전에 널 본 것처럼 유난히 널 닮은 별 아래 세상이 환하게 보여.
Hello, first of all, thank you so much for this opportunity to Ewha Women's University and Korea Foundation. My name is Valery, and I was in the course of Ewha University called Pop Coast Korea, an introduction to contemporary Korean culture.
Hello, my name is Alondra Jimenez, and I participated in the same course as Valery, as well as in the Korean history in films course.
We want to talk about the impact that movies and Korean dramas have in the foreign society to learn in a better way the Korean culture, the Korean life in many aspects.
South Korean cinema often shows and portrays stories that show glimpses of Korean culture, society, history, and even politics. We can learn a lot about what Korea has and continues to go through, as well as the way Korean people live through films and K-dramas. Thanks to the Hallyu, Korean cinema has gotten themselves a very important place in the international industry, as well as around the world. Some of these examples may be Jung Jo-jung. She's an actress that had a role in the Minari and the Bacchus Lady movies, and she won 2 Oscars for it. We also have Bong Joon-ho, a very important Korean director. He is very well known for his movie Parasite that won 4 Oscars, including the Best Director one. And finally, we have a very popular Korean actor, Park Seo-joon. He has participated in a lot of Korean movies and K-dramas before, but very recently he has gotten himself a role for a Marvel movie.
Now the gastronomy, all the food and drinks that you can see in the slide, always show them in Korean movies and K-dramas. But I would try to spell out each one. First of all, tteokbokki. This spicy cake rice in movies and K-dramas have an important role because this is a snack that always are eating in them. And we can see not only in Korean houses, but also as a street food in markets, for example, Wanjak Market. The second one is soju. This drink is my favorite to talk because thanks to the movies and K-dramas, we know that Korean people drink a lot of alcohol, but there are 2 important things about that. First of all, the work culture. It's very common that Korean people drink with their bosses and co-workers after a long work day. And the second one is social culture. They drink to express themselves. We know that there are a lot of people that are introvert or are more reserved, but it's not the only thing that they drink for social culture. They're also to have fun. For example, in Hyundai or Gangnam. The next one is Korean barbecue. This food is have a very important relation or a close relation with the soju because they always in the same place. And for this, I think that have a very good combination of flavor. Is like a good mix of flavors. And also we have the ramen. This food, we can see them in Korean and K-dramas, and it sings about convenience stores. For example, it's my favorite because we can see a lot of brands of styles of ramen with spicy, with cheese, a lot of people putting them eggs of tteokbokki, and I think it's very cool how they mix them. And the last one, we have bibimbap. This one is not very common like the others, but we can see in restaurants, for example, it sings about a date between actors, something like that.
Korean music has also been a very important factor for Korea to be known around the world. And even though one would think that it would be easier to just make music in English to reach the international public, South Korea has managed to put their music in a very important place in the industry, but it is still being in Korean. It's very common, for example, that songs that appear as part of the host of Korean movies and K-drama get really popular outside of the country, giving a place for Korean artists to reach a wider public and as well as make their music known to the world. One of these examples may be the Korean host Stay With Me by Chanyeol. It was made for the drama named Goblin. We also have the Korean host Is Definitely You by BTS Jin and Taehyun for the drama Hwarang. And finally, we included the participation of BTS in different years of the Grammys, being that the Grammys represent a very big culture industry kind of thing. So the fact that Korean artists managed to reach the Grammys while singing in the majority in Korean is something very important.
And now, finally, the last slide. And this one is the same dynamic about the food slide, because all that you can see here are a spot that directors always use in movies and K-dramas or movies and K-dramas. For example, Seoul Tower / Namsan Tower. We can see this in this place, the culture about love locks. That is this image that we can see here. And the second one is Han River. It's a beautiful spot to a sense of love, also to mystery, for example, where the detective is walking through the sand, thinking about a crime. Now the next is Seoul. Many of the spots are of this city, and why not? It's a big capital with a lot of nightlife, big companies, famous universities, and the last one is Jeju Island, a famous location to have a trip love with your partner. And I would like to make like a difference or comparison about this rural life and city life. For example, a lot of young people that live in places like Jeju, here they don't have like the same opportunities of education and job. So they move to cities like Busan, so because they have more opportunities in these aspects. And this is the final of the presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much again for the opportunity, because it's something really great and important for us. Also for the Ewha University for giving these courses to international students. And that will be all.